Destiny is real and you can change yours. The power is in your hands. Today I share with you about Daniel. Daniel was much like most of us. He was trying all kinds of different things. He was doing all he could, but no matter what Daniel tried, it seemed like nothing in his life was working. Finally, a job interview came, and in Daniel's mind, he thought, this is going to be it. This will change everything for me. This is not just a job opportunity. This is a life-changing event. He put on his best suit and was ready to go and went to the interview, and he was feeling really good and answered all the questions correctly. But at the end of the interview, the interviewer said, "We'll call you." Unfortunately, those dreaded words we've all probably heard somewhere. You may be in a position today, you may be out looking for a change in your life, and maybe even today you've heard the words, "We'll call you when it's time." Sad words, but you can do something about it. You see, Daniel sat for a few days. He would sit right by that phone. He was waiting for it to ring, but it never did. Finally, Daniel said, "I can't sit here the whole time. I must do something. I must move forward. I can change my life, and you, my friend, can do the same thing." If you've been looking at an opportunity, if you've been looking at a situation and it just doesn't seem like everything is coming together, well, maybe you're looking at the wrong opportunity. Daniel decided, "I will wait no longer." He put together a list of things that he could do, and he started and he found himself a position. Now, the reality is, Daniel found himself doing some things he never thought he would do. Daniel found himself learning some things that he didn't know he needed to learn. You, my friend, may be the same way. You set your focus on one path, but what if it's the wrong path? You set your focus on the one door, but what if it's the wrong door? So Daniel went, he was learning, he was changing. He didn't realize how much he was changing. You see, you may be in a similar situation. What am I going to do? How am I going to change my life? You, my friend, will change your life by what you do, by how you act, by how you deal with the circumstances that are going on in your life. This is what Daniel did. He was changing and changing for the better, but he didn't realize how much he had changed. One day, Daniel sat down in his office at the house and he pulled open a drawer, and there he found the original job application. He began to read over it, and Daniel realized, I'm a totally different person. I have completely changed. I have much better skills now. I have much better knowledge. I have made something of myself, and you, my friend, can do the same thing. Are you one of those people that today you find yourself, maybe it's been years, that you've been looking at the wrong door? You've been looking at a dead end. Or maybe you've been waiting for somebody's approval. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody to tell you that it's okay to move forward. I will tell you today that life just doesn't work that way. If that's what you're waiting on, make a decision today and change something. For you see, if you research and look at the most strongest and most successful people in life, Most of their stories, they went through a time where things didn't look so good. They went through a time where it seemed like everything was going wrong. But they decided they would push forward. They would continue to move. And in the end, we now read their stories, and it's significant what they did. Sometimes the answer you're waiting for is right in front of you, but not in a path or not in one particular job, but it's moving forward and knowing that there is goodness inside of you. What will you do, my friend? Will you stay stuck where you are and end up being unhappy and end up basically sitting there doing nothing? Or will you be a person that says, I can be stronger, I can do something different, I can make a change, and if I make a change, I'll put it out there in the atmosphere that it will be for the better. You see, the call never came to Daniel. He could have sat there and waited for that phone to ring for the rest of his life and nothing would have happened. But what he did was decided to move forward, and when he did, he chose to make his life much better. In the end, my friend, it didn't matter what he did except that he moved forward. In the end of the story, who he became mattered much more than finding a particular job. Some opportunities, some things will allow you to do okay in life, but then there are the opportunities that will completely change the circumstances of who you are. True growth always comes when you make a decision to change who you are. And I'll share something with you. If you will move today, if you will stop feeling sorry for yourself, if you will stop staying stuck in the wrong position, you will become who you were meant to be. Because we all have destiny within inside of us. You were destined to do certain things. You were destined to become a particular person. But you can mess that up, or you can choose to move forward. You can choose to make a change in your life today. My friend, I will tell you, you can do it. Choose today and change your destiny. You have the power in your hands. What you're going to do and who you will become is completely up to you.